Welcome to the Knuckleheads of Liberty.
No, and even you even go deeper into this thing. Ashley Babbit was killed by a Capitol Hill police officer on January 6th. Now, I am pro law enforcement. If they have to do their job, I expect them to do it. But that killing of that woman have not been properly investigated. She was unarmed, and we love to talk about Black Lives Matter. Unarmed black men are being killed by the police all over America. We love to talk about this, but this was an unarmed white woman, so I guess her life don't matter. And that is not being properly investigated as to why that police officer thought it necessary to shoot her in her head and kill her. We don't even know that.
Well, that was the irony. Sorry. No, go ahead.
They did decide that there was no wrongdoing by that guy, even though that guy has a very shady record of his ability to utilize a firearm and his decision-making process too in the past. So he is no, white knight in shining armor. That's for sure.
Well, that was the irony of ironies of the whole thing, because the entire summer that the message had been the police overuse of force, and then to have this whole thing wind up flipping on a dime where suddenly the Democrats were calling police overuse of force in the case of shooting unarmed woman Ashli Babbit, who was a protester there at the Capitol. Suddenly, the police were heroic in shooting her. Exactly. And they were interviewing her, this Officer Byrd, saying that he had saved countless lives. And NBC interviewed him, and they weren't skeptical or critical of that at all. They just sort of were adoring and, going on.
Wasn't she white?
Yeah.
She was a white woman. She was a white woman.
And a military veteran as well. So.
Oh, well, maybe it's okay to shoot a white veteran. Was the shooting officer, was he black?
Yeah, he was a black guy, yes.
Oh, maybe it's okay for a black police officer protecting the precious lives of all our fearless leaders to shoot a white woman veteran,
unarmed white woman,
unarmed. Maybe that's okay, but you flip the whole scenario and it's suddenly a major deal. Is there racism involved there? I'm not sure.
Oh God, there's always racism from the left. But the thing is though, I am not suggesting in any of my comments here that I agree that the riot should have taken place. Those people breached the Capitol and it was wrong. I just want to be clear about that. However, what I am talking about is the dispensation of justice as we are seeing, as it's being played out right now, as compared to what happened in the summer of 2020, where there's a lot of things that should be prosecuted. A lot of people should be arrested, and many of them should be prosecuted. And up to now, we're not seeing much of that. There have been a few here and there, but certainly not the kind of numbers we've seen out of the January 6th riots.
Well, including two banks burned to the ground close by my house that no one has been arrested for. Burnt to the ground. How do you burn a metal structure down to the ground? But I went by and saw them myself. They were flat as a pancake.
Jesus Lord. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, always and forever.